Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avernum 6. Last episode, we pretty much mainly looked around down here and up here and explored a bit. Now, probably a bit more exploration and then we'll go visit the Great Portal itself, just to the south of where we are. A lot of people here. There's a large camp of refugees here. The heat and radiation from the portal are wearing steadily away at them. They are very irritable and fights are common. You eavesdrop on one of the conversations. I've drawn black in the lottery 3 times now. I'm sure it's rigged. You have to know someone to get a gray or a white. If the Slith Horde gets down here, we're all dead. There's nowhere to hide and no food to eat. Of course there's no more lotteries. That way all the merchants and Empire visitors and politicians and soldiers can go through and leave us to rot. Hey, is that soldier listening to us? How rude. Let's go away. Okay, I'm gonna leave you be. Take a look elsewhere a bit. That is basically there is a stairway down. We will investigate there in a bit. Let's see. Iron spear. Random, but okay. Various passages. Another stairway down. Nothing there. Ah, people. This hall is large, impressive, and mostly empty. Rows of benches face a large stage. There's a stone basin in the middle of the stage. Tapestries are everywhere, giving the room an impressive aura. A Nephil soldier is sweeping in the corner. He calls, "Lotteries are cancelled. Come back." Oh, sorry. Didn't see you were a soldier. I'm Sergeant Mreram. I run the lotteries. None of them for now, though, so I just watch the hall. Tell me about the lottery. It is the way we determine who gets to use the Great Portal and go to the safety of Upper Avernum. Well, that was how we found out. We held one lottery every month. Everyone came and signed up. We counted the applicants and put in that many tickets. He points at the basin on the stage. And each person drew one. Why did they want to go to Upper Avernum? I imagine Upper Avernum's ability to actually grow food had something to do with it. And what were the tickets? There were black ones. That meant they didn't get anything and had to try again next month. There were gray tickets. That meant that person's family could use the portal in 3 months. And there were white tickets. That put you and your immediate family at the front of the line. There were very, very few of those. Is this the only place where lotteries happened? No, each major city could have one every 3 months. Those have all stopped too, of course. Could I enter a lottery? You're a soldier. That means you get food, and in return you're stuck down here. Well, we can't really go anyway. Sergeant Mreram continues to sweep the hall. Like most Nephilim, he's an inherently tidy creature. Soot constantly blows into the hall, coating everything he cleans. Why are the lotteries cancelled? Because there are too many tickets out there already. Too many large families waiting for their turn. And the mages are worried about the safety of the portal. Until the backlog has been worked through, no lotteries. The safety of the portal? Some of the mages are worried. Old, crusty, cowardly souls who say that the portal is under too much stress. If it's used too much, something bad will happen. I say send more people through. We're getting low on food and the refugees are getting desperate. Very true, yes, but if you stress it too much, we'll all be stuck down here permanently. Again. And I don't think people want that. Know anything about the portal? That the power from it makes my hair stand on end, and the sounds it makes make my head hurt. But it's our only hope. I suppose it makes some sense. Iron spear. Completely random. I don't know why we have it. Where it came from. Or anything like that. There's a large I've seen goblins rooting around in the trash looking for things. One of them saw me and they ran into the northern tunnels. Goblins, eh? I guess that's what we'll find. This inn was built very recently and very quickly. Looks like the mortar was barely dry before refugees began to move in. There's a fireplace that has never been lit and a cooking pot without food to be cooked in it. The innkeeper stands behind the counter, keeping a close watch on the small amount of food in the shelves. The constant heat and the hum of the portal have put him in an ill temper. "Ah, soldier! I'm Carol, and this is my inn. My small, miserable inn. Ask what you want, but I don't have much for you." "Tell me about this inn." "This ridiculous inn that I was brought out here to run? It was built by the army. Shows they don't know anything about making an inn, or about anything going on out here." "What's wrong with the inn?" "Soldiers built it, and being soldiers not knowing any better, they copied their standard design for a barracks. So they put a fireplace in it. A fireplace! Who in this sweltering hellhole needs a fireplace? No offense, but the military mind." "You'd think they would have hired a contractor or something." "Where are you from?" "From Mello. I had a small inn there. That was lost to the Slith Horde, of course. They needed someone to run this place, and I had a bad position in the lottery, so I volunteered. No pay, but I get room and board. Not that I'm complaining, it's far better than wandering the roads." "And how are the customers?" "Desperate, angry. The army set the rules. I don't charge much, but nobody can stay more than 2 days. Enough to get fed and rested and back on the road. It's a fair system, I suppose, but I get all sorts of backtalk when I tell people to move on." "Anybody fight back?" But that's what the guards are there for. This is like a tiny food depot, and the army sends food nowhere without guards." Carol stands behind the counter watching the small reserves of food. He occasionally looks out at the inn with disgust. He can't look at the fireplace without snorting. "Tell me about this area." Not much to tell. The portal is south, the honeycomb is north, and the road to the northern Avernum is east." "How are things at the portal?" "The soldiers keep things well under control. Nobody hops the line. If you got a good draw on the lottery, you go to the surface. Otherwise, you wait. Would be all right, but the power and the sound drives everyone a little mad." "How are conditions on the road up north?" Not bad. The soldiers have it under control, though they won't let your lot by without orders. You can't just travel that road anymore. I heard a rumor that there were deserters, soldiers scared of the Slith Horde. And I believe it." "And what is the honeycomb?" "An impossible tangle of tunnels just north of here, full of rogues and monsters since back in the day. You walk in, and you just get lost and turned around, and by the time you know what's going on, something is eating you. Not enough gold in all of Avernum to get me to set foot in there." "Can I buy some food?" "Don't you have a fort you can get food from? If a refugee sees me handing out supplies to a soldier instead of one of their lot, it'll be a riot." "Well, can I get a room?" "I'm full, and there's a lot of refugees waiting ahead of you." "I'll be going then." Carol nods and then gets back to work. He winces constantly as the portal-induced headache burrows even deeper into his head. It does look plenty full. I suppose it makes some sense. Oh, hey, a gold bar. How handy. Well, we're able to calm all these wargs, so that's a plus. That must be where the portal is. Just to the south there. Touch! That heads further east, which we're not going to go to. Alright, so let's see if we can clear out the goblins that are up here. Why not? A quick trip that we can go through before we, go into the Great Portal itself. See what we can clear out here. A little dark, but it's not too terrible. A trap. Let's take a look over here first. You are very surprised to find an old man down here. He's tired, desperately thin, and almost entirely without possessions. Just a dagger and a small ceramic jar. He stands and bows when you enter, relieved to see that you aren't a brigand. "Welcome to you. Don't see many people down here. I'm Kondo." "What are you doing down here?" "Waiting. Just waiting." "Aren't you worried about monsters?" "Nothing down here to worry about but a handful of goblins, and I don't have anything they want to steal. They don't want to eat someone as old and wiry as me. Yet." "Well, what do you eat?" "Well, I have a stale roll. I'm saving it for a special occasion. And in the meantime, I eat little lizards I smash. It keeps me going." Though judging from looking at him, not very well. "Why don't you go somewhere else?" He pulls a piece of paper out of his pocket and shows it to you. It has a gray spot and a date on it. The date is already passed. "This means I can use the portal." "Why is that?" "What is that?" "It's my draw from the lottery. Meant that I could use the portal after waiting 3 months. And that day has passed." Why haven't you gone up there yet? Oh, I will. Very, very soon. First, I'll eat my special roll. Then I'll go. Huh. Something about him seems very unnerving. Nothing over there. There's the other stairway. And the other trap. So I guess down here we'll find the goblins. Probably won't be too hard to kill them all. Oh, hello, rat. And I see more rats over... Watch rat. They trained rats to act as guard dogs. You know what? I gotta give them props for that. I don't know how they did it, but... Goblins, nice job. Somehow. Heaven only knows how you managed to do that. Alright, kill this one. Give a healing to him. And fireball. Right. Curing, please. Thank you. Anything here we can pick up? Well, I suppose you can pick up these. Oop, I didn't mean that. I meant that. Alright. Not much else over here, looks like. Excuse me. There's a pack of large goblins hiding in this old ruin. Looks like they have been collecting piles of possessions discarded by the refugees. Furniture, jars, even bits of stolen food. When their leader spots you, he lets out a long, angry shout. Invader! We keep to selves and you attack! That makes you the bad one! We punish you now! Please don't... Okay, then. None of them appear to actually be, shamans, except possibly for Chief Gonk, which would be worrying. So I think we're fine. Alright. There we go. Durable little guy. Not durable enough, though. And down goes the chief. Okay. And I guess this means the goblin's gonna die. Well, we killed a goblin group. Actually, did we have a quest for these? I don't think we did, but I'll check anyway. Ooh, tribal symbol. Hold on, grab that. Grab the food. Tribal symbol. +2 armor, +1 to luck and hardiness. You know what? Take it. And you can take that one. Gymnastics. And we can sell it. Anything else back here? Some coins, another sword. Iron bracers, iron shield, and a scroll. Okay. And you leveled up. Yeah, bring pole weapons to 10. I think that's plenty up. I can train in dual wielding. There is no purpose in that, however, because you wield pole weapons. Oh well. Let me see here. Do we actually have a quest for this? Let me see. No, that's... No, I don't think there are. No, I think we're fine. Alright. Well then, that's all taken care of. Time to go investigate what's going on at the Great Portal. Alright, let's see. At last, you get a good view of the Great Portal. It is in a natural depression to the southwest, ringed by a tall, thick wall of granite blocks. Inside the wall, you can see the portal, a constant swirling maelstrom of energy. A pillar of light rises up from the portal to the cavern ceiling far above. The portal gates are swarming with activity. Refugees swirl around the gates. Some of them are waiting to get in and use the portal. Others are trying to beg or force their way in, only to be pushed back by the guards. The oppressive heat and noise gets worse with every step you take toward the portal. You hope you aren't stationed here for too long. The raw power in the air here is maddening, if not outright dangerous. Ugh, goody. Just goody. We'll go in after we take a look around the outside here. Doesn't look like there's much to look at around here. Couple random crystals. Deal with those. There are several Sivzerakai working in this workshop, and one of them is clearly in charge. They don't seem to be bothered by the heat or the energy from the portal, which makes them natural for this job. They are working on both crystals and alchemy, polishing the stone and making the brews that the portal complex requires to run. The lead smith walks up to you, irritated by the interruption.
Yes, what is it, young soldier? I am Sage Hemris, and we are very busy. Never a moment of rest for us.
I'd like to speak with you. He looks you over with annoyance.
Yes, you are the new guide and guard, yes. Your duty is not here. Go down the stairs near the gates for your instruction. More workers, more use of the portal. It is madness.
What is madness? This isn't madness, this is Avernum.
These portals are delicate, powerful, unstable things. It is not being left to rest. The crystals are not being replaced. It is just used. I keep telling them.
Telling them what?
I have given up. Too many reprimands. I speak on it no more. Just go do your duty and we will keep the Great Portal working. As long as we can.
He turns and walks away, hissing frantic orders to his assistants as he goes. There are several Sivzerakai stonecutters and alchemists in this workshop, keeping frantically busy. If the harsh environment bothers them, they make a point of not showing it. When you try to talk to them, she says,
Yes, talk to Sage Hemris. I am busy.
Okay. You are close to the portal gates. There are two of them. The west is for the people and the east is for supplies. The portal sends Avernites to Upper Avernum on the surface. In return, food and needed supplies are sent down. When you get close, several refugees turn and size you up. They decide that you won't be useful in their quest to get to the portal, and they resume bothering the guards. As you look around, dazed, one of the guards shouts, Hey! Then he points to the passage to the east.
Transfer here, eh? Tough luck for you. Report down there.
You try to talk to the refugees, but you don't have any luck. They're already exhausted and hungry, and the portal is stripping away what little sense remains to them. The best you can hope for is to maintain a safe distance and hope that they refrain from rioting. These guards are concentrating exclusively on keeping the mob away from the portal gates. They have no time to talk to you. Alright, in here then. Let's report in. A little extra food, always good. You descend a long stairway and enter a network of tunnels and storage chambers laboriously burrowed out under the portal. It's a huge relief to be down here. It's actually cooler, and the tons of rock do a lot to block the portal energy. You enter a dining hall, which is supplied by a truly generous, by Avernite standards, amount of food. Controlling the flow of precious rations into Avernum definitely has its advantages. When you enter, an old man stands up to greet you. You instantly recognize him. It's Sergeant Nickel, your former trainer and tormentor at the food depot. And now he's here. Nickel? There are a lot of off-duty workers and mages down here, resting and recovering from the ordeal of their last shift at the portal. You speak with them briefly and are rewarded with grim warnings about what close proximity to the portal does to you. Their dry skin and thinning hair tell you that they speak truth. You start to worry. Sergeant Nickel was the man who trained you, your first superior in the Avernite army. He takes an irritating pleasure in being put in charge of you once again.
Your fortune comes, young warrior. You, like me, have managed to avoid the war for a short time longer. This is a more draining post than the food depot. I'm sure you've seen that already. But it still beats getting impaled and devoured by mad Serakai. I'm in charge of showing you the ropes. We're going to start, well, now.
How'd you get here?
The castle food depot is dying out. Shadow of its former self. And so Lieutenant Caitlin had to send some soldiers away. She plucked me out of my safe, cool refuge down below and gave me orders.
What happened to the food depot?
It's still there, but they're transferring the soldiers there away one by one. Not enough food, you see. The cold storage is almost tapped out. Soon there won't be any need for that depot at all. It'll just be a shell.
Yeah, that's concerning. And so you were sent here?
She had to send some to Fort Saffron, some to the front to fight the Horde, and one to the Great Portal. It's a miserable safe duty here. She thought it would suit me. She was right.
Why don't you want to fight the Slith Horde?
Look at me, kid. I'm old. Bent half over. If the blight hadn't come, I'd have served out my last few weeks and retired on a little lichen farm somewhere. I'd be of no use on the front, facing down this merciless terrorist, believe me.
Well, okay then. Sergeant Nickel is starting to look impatient.
You've never shown much attention to punctuality, but I do. We're due upstairs. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll take you up and explain how things are done.
You're in charge of training me. He claps you on the shoulder.
Just like the old days, eh? Our first shift starts soon. Well, it should have started. You're late. It's safe, though, at least. No real dangers, except for the portal itself.
What will we do exactly?
We spend 4 hours on, 8 off, and repeat. The portal never rests. We'll watch the refugees and instruct them. Send them into the portal one by one. We'll also cart to the wall any supplies that come through the portal. Then we come down here and recover. Being so close to the portal is tiring, as you'll see.
Is the portal dangerous?
Only if you spend too many months near it. That's why nobody is stationed here longer than 3 months. More than that, and your skin starts coming off in sheets.
Lovely. How did I come to be transferred here?
No idea. I had nothing to do with it. I mean, I suggested you be sent here. I'm still looking out for you, you know. But I had rumors you were doing all sorts of great things back west. No idea how you ended up here.
So what happens now?
Well, get settled in, quickly. When you're ready, let me know and we'll go up and give you your first lesson. So ready at last?
Not quite yet.
Oh, you haven't changed. Good having you here. Makes it feel like home. Go get settled in and be quick about it. Every minute the portal is idle is a minute wasted.
Don't worry, I just want to take a look down here first. Because it's what I do. Oh, look at that. Spiritual herbs. Let's see. Focusing crystal, gray mold, alchemical equipment can be sold. Probably, you know, yeah, it's water. What do you expect water to be for? Almarian wine, I'll keep a bit, just in case. Even if, I mean, it's valuable, but still. Here we have fruit, a bag of meal. The latrine. This must be where all the soldiers stay when they're sleeping. Coins, coins. Investigate everything, find what we can. Okay. Coins. Bolt of cloth. Close that. More coins. And in here we have what? Wow, quite a bit. Gold necklace, ruby, shield, chainmail, iron bracers, and even an energy elixir. That must have been a guy in charge or something. I think here too. Oh, doesn't have as much stuff, but oh, we got some coins and a wand of the Inferno. We don't actually have one. Sure. Even though I never actually use wands and scrolls. That I don't know where that goes to. So that doesn't really help me. Unless there's a hidden switch somewhere. Doesn't quite look like it. Okay then. No idea what's in there. Alright. Alright, Nickel. I'm ready.
Alright, go upstairs and through the portal gates. Once you're inside, I'll give you instructions.
He turns and walks toward the stairs. Sure thing, Nickel. No big deal. Once you step through the gate, the raw power of the portal blasts you. Most of it must have been reflected back by the tall stone walls. Refugees to the north complained about the portal's energy. They had no idea. As you try to regain your senses, you examine the layout. There's a strip of walkway running east to west in front of you. That is where the refugees are told to stand in line, waiting their turn to use the portal. The portal, a barely restrained tornado of energy, is pulsing and swirling on the stone mound to the north. 8 crystals surround it, feeding it with energy and holding it in balance. Sergeant Nichols stands at the base of the stairs leading up to the portal.
You're here! Slow as always, I see. Get over here, I'll tell you what to do.
You shoulder your way past the angry and desperate refugees and pass through the open gate. The guards pull from the crowd those few who are allowed to use the portal. You're all pushed through and the gates close behind you. Those lucky few who will now use the portal line up on the thin strip of walkway ahead of you. You look around, trying to acclimate yourself to the painfully harsh environment around the portal. And then you see Sergeant Nickel at the base of the stone rise upon which the portal rests. It is ringed by 8 huge glowing crystal spires which feed it with energy and hold it in a stable position.
Come closer, I'll tell you how this works.
Sure thing, we're just gonna, look around and such first, as I do. And then we'll speak with you. More alchemical equipment. Okay. As you advance through your new workplace, a young archer approaches you. The air around the portal shimmers constantly, so you can't get a good look at him until he gets close. It's Vanderin, the young archer you met at the goblin-infested mines to the west. He's currently reasonably healthy. A bit scratched up, and his face still has a little bit of color. You can still tell that he is from the surface. Oh, I see that you are joining me in watching the portal. It's good to have some more help. You never know when a mob of refugees or a wandering shade will cause trouble. How did you come to be here? Well, after you walked off the goblins, there wasn't much left for me to hunt there, so I came east. I heard a rumor that they were short-handed at the portal, so I came here, and they hired me. Took a while getting through Almaria, though. They're short on soldiers here. Oh, yes. Anyone worth anything is being sent up to fight the Slith Horde, so they looked for adventurers like me. They say they don't want adventurers up at the front, that they're chaotic influences or something like that. Oh well, I'm sure I'll get up there eventually somehow. Why was it hard to get through Almaria? Due to an gambling mishap, I could not afford the toll to cross the bridge. Fortunately, the commander there, when he found that I wanted to fight at the portal, gave me a loan. Vanderin stares into the portal intently. You're not sure that he should be looking at it too much. It can't be good for the eyes. Then he turns to you. Oh, it's lovely. I just can't stop. Are you still there? Oh, there you are. Yes, it's amazing. Do you have to do much fighting here? Oh, not really, and what little there is not difficult. It is easy to scare off the refugees, and the demons that come here tend to be weak and confused. I wouldn't be concerned. Oh, wait a second. Demons? Aye, they're drawn to portals such as this one like a moth to a candle. Wait, sorry, that's a Savage World reference. Let me try again. They are drawn to portals such as this one like a cave moth to a cave candle. I'm sure you understand. Well, he tried. What should I do now? He points at Sergeant Nickel. Talk to him. He's a remarkably wise man. He took me under his wing immediately, teaching me all he knows. Remarkable teacher. I'll be waiting here. Don't worry, just follow the instructions and everything will be fine. He waves you on. Alright then. These people are waiting nervously in line to enter the portal. They stare up at it, trying to summon the courage to step into that maelstrom of raw power.
Don't bother them, listen to me. Follow my orders. Why are you always so distracted? Was this really the fastest you could get here? Alright, this is how it works. The portal is very dangerous. Go through it the wrong way and you could leave an arm or a head in the underworld. Go to the first person in line and tell them, it is your turn. Pass through the portal quickly. Walk through the center. Keep your arms close to you. Keep an eye open for enemies. When the first person is through, come talk to me again.
What do I say again?
It is your turn. Pass through the portal quickly. Walk through the center. Keep your arms close to you. Try to speak slowly and clearly. Prevents confusion and unnecessary deaths.
What enemies should I watch for?
You know, demons, shades, anything that wants to eat you or the people passing through the portal. Don't be too worried, though. We have so many soldiers here, not to mention the ballistae, that anything we face will be quick work.
That's all?
Yes. First person. Say the words. Wait until they're safely through. Come back to me. Hurry, we're wasting valuable portal time.
Alright. You approach the first person in line. He stands there next to a younger man, possibly his son. Is this it? Is it my turn? What do I do? It is your turn. Pass through the portal quickly. Walk through the center. Keep your arms close to you. He nods, tries to memorize these instructions, and turns to the other man. This is it. See you on the other side. He then turns and begins his hike up the hill. Doral, Howell, Belina, Penn, Allison, Sarok. Alright. The first man walks through the portal quickly and calmly. There's a zapping sound and the smell of ozone, and he is gone. One less soul for Avernum to feed.
Alright, come here to learn about the next step. Yeah, see? Easy work. It's hot and annoying, I know, but it's safe. Now go send through the next person. Remember, it is your turn. Pass through the portal quickly, walk through the center, keep your arms close to you.
You approach the young man who is next in line. He looks even more terrified than he did before.
Was that alright? I mean, is that what was supposed to happen? Is Doral safe?
I'm sure he's fine. He nods, unconvinced. It is your turn. Pass through the portal quickly. Walk through the center. Keep your arms close to you. He nods. Then he asks you to repeat the instructions. Then he shakes his head and sighs. Well, this is what we wanted. I can't hardly back out now. He begins his hike up the hill. The second man enters the portal without incident. Flash, ozone, gone. You turn to Nickel, expecting to be told what to do with the third person in line. The same exact thing, most likely. Instead, you see him looking into the air, seemingly confused. Then he looks at you.
Come here. Something isn't right.
You return to Sergeant Nickel, fully expecting an unnecessary repetition of his earlier instructions. Instead, you find that he is looking at one of the eastern crystals. He looks confused.
Ah, yes. Sorry for the delay. My old ears are playing tricks on me.
He rubs his right ear with his finger.
I keep hearing this squealing sound from over there.
He points to the east.
Probably a waste of time, but do a quick round of the crystals. Get close to them and make sure there's no pests there.
What am I looking for?
Anything that... I look like a mage to you. Anything funny, odd. Just look at each crystal.
Alright, I'm going.
And do it quickly. We have a lot of people and supplies to get through the portal today.
Alright then. Nothing in that one. When you get close to this crystal, you realize that the buzzing noise wasn't in Sergeant Nickel's head. It is a massive stone, 10 feet high, glowing red and putting off a lot of heat. And it is vibrating, making the soft, shrill noise. It was humming quietly at first, but it seems to be getting louder. And then, as you watch in horror, a crack appears in the side of the crystal. A tiny one, a hairline fracture only a few inches long. But then power starts to flow out through the fissure. It grows quickly, releasing more energy. It occurs to you that standing next to the stone might be very dangerous. Shit! Get out of the way! And then the crystal pillar explodes. Oh dear. You and Sergeant Nickel turn and look at the portal. What you see is not good. There were 8 stones surrounding the portal. Now there are 7, feeding energy into the maelstrom and trying to hold it stable. They seem to be succeeding, so far. The portal flails and shakes. It shoots out random bolts of searing energy. Entering it now would be certain death, but it is still there, sort of stable. Sergeant Nickel stares into the shuddering tear in reality, trying to see if anything is going to emerge. He turns and shouts to you,
The people in line! Get them out of here!
2 of the people who are waiting to use the portal are already running to the gate. 2 of them, however, are still standing there, transfixed, trying to decide whether to chance it. You look at them again. They seem familiar. Penn and Belina. Just in case, because something seems very wrong here. One of the couple is still standing on the walkway, not sure what to do. You finally recognize them. They are Penn and Belina. They begged you for help getting more food back at the depot. Seems like a very long time ago now. Belina turns and stops you. She doesn't seem to recognize you. She is desperate, almost hysterical.
What is wrong? What is happening to the portal?
You have to let us through. We've been waiting for so long. Please, let us through. Penn is silent. He stares at the portal, transfixed. Look at the portal. Don't you see it is unstable? Belina shakes her head. We can't stay down here, not anymore. There's no food, no hope. We will risk it. We need to get out of here. Her voice rises to a shriek. Sergeant Nickel and Vanderin are staring at you. Vanderin tries to decide whether to intervene. If you enter that thing, you'll die. You have to go. Something about your words shakes Penn out of his stupor. He looks over at his wife. Then he grabs her arm. She tries to run forward, but he restrains her. She turns to look at him. He shakes his head. And then they run toward the gates. Penn and Belina reach the gate. A guard opens it slightly. Shaking with tears of anger and frustration, they stumble out and run to safety. Okay. Now that the refugees have been evacuated, it seems time to follow them. Sergeant Nickel turns away from the portal and shouts,
Nothing we can do here. It's time to.
Years away from the action have not entirely dulled his reflexes. When the first imp leaps out of the fractured portal, he spins and draws his blade. He parries the creature's blow just in time. Then more imps emerge. They are dazed by the portal, but still dangerous. 2 of them leap at Nickel. The rest of them charge toward the exit gates.
I have these! Stop them before they get to the gates!
Vandarin shouts, Hooray, a foe to fight! Vandarin, I think we have bigger problems here. Every bit we can do something. Every bit of help we can get. We are not letting them get to the gates. One of the imps is running away towards... They're running to the gates. I'm not letting them through. Mages, get over there. No, lightning spray. Probably a better choice. Get over there. Can't quite reach them. At least we're going to slow them down a bit. At least we've distracted them a bit. Shit, Nickel's in trouble. Okay, that killed quite a few of them, but not enough. There's a death. Okay, most of the imps are dead. I think we're in the clear. Heal up Nickel. Not much of a heal, is it? Okay. Several of the imps are dead on the ground, the greenish ichor they use instead of blood pooling and hissing on the stone. Vandarin takes aim and fires at another, letting out a whoop of joy. Ha! That's right! Keep them coming, I'm not afraid! And then there is a flash of light and more imps come out of the portal, and something much larger. For a moment, Vandarin seems to question the wisdom of taunting the demonic realms. Sergeant Nickel backs off, waving his blade as he withdraws. This position is lost! We need reinforcements! Mages, run out the gate! Hurry! The gate slowly begins to open, clearing an escape route for you. That doesn't look good. Alright, everyone, get back. Nickel, you have to get over here. We can't hold them off forever. Summon another ally. Anything to distract these guys. There's a flash of light. The portal disgorges another beast. You run out of the gate. You turn and look for Sergeant Nickel. His situation is not a good one. He is backing down the hill, swinging his blade and holding back the demons. He turns and tries to run. He trips on a stone and stumbles, and then they are on him, a swarm of teeth and claws. As he falls, he screams, "Tell the castle! Save yourself! Save!" And then they bring him down. The guards slam the gates shut to slow the demons down. Soldiers come running, taking up positions to hold the demons. And just that quickly, the Great Portal is lost. The castle will need to be informed of this as quickly as possible. That's not good. I think Vandarin looks stunned. What? What happened? Where is Nickel? I don't understand. It'll take some time for him to regain his senses. You leave him alone. Oh dear. You stumble away from the portal, stunned, still trying to appreciate the magnitude of what has happened. The Great Portal, Avernum soaring to the surface, is gone. The food that has kept everyone from tipping over into starvation, gone. The escape route that gave the people hope of safety, now swirling and pulsing behind you, barely in control. And you can hear the demons howling and screeching behind you. The portal is attracting more of them. Your mission is complete. You know far more about what is happening at the Great Portal than you wanted to. It is time to return to the castle and begin dealing with this new, far darker future. And that is where I shall leave it. Oh dear, this got very, very dark. Oh dear me. I'm going to save up skill points so you can improve your intelligence. Next episode. Next episode, we'll head to the castle and report in on what happened. Till then, I'm Chester44. That is Ortas, Michael, Amar, and Erika. This has been an Avernum 6 Let's Play. I'll see you all next time.